Greetings everyone and welcome back. I'm the Chancellor Soul Mike Boone. You tune in to part 2 of the Lee Dorsey story on Soul Facts. Lee Dorsey. His blooming career not only gained him success, but influenced a music generation by cross-fertilizing the development of the New Orleans sound with hits like Ya Ya and Do Re Mi into early R&B, cementing history in the making of futuristic soul music. Alan Toussaint's hits in the armed forces was done by 1965. So, he returned with producer Marshall Sehorn and reconnected with Lee Dorsey to more or less revive his career. Toussaint, under the name Naomi Neville, composed Dorsey's retaining top 10 hit in 4 years, called Ride Your Pony. Released in 1965 and leased to Larry Otto's Amy label, the song charted number 7 R&B on August 14, 1965, bringing Lee's career back to prominence.
Ride your pony, get on your pony and ride, all ride that music.
The song even provided a popular dance. His second single, Can You Hear Me, failed the chart. Now under the music guidance of Alan Toussaint, Lee Dorsey regained chart success with his third Amy single, Get Out My Life Woman, hitting number 5 R&B on February 5th, 1966.
Get out my life, woman. You don't love me no more.
After Lee's fourth single, Confusion, failed the chart, an album entitled Ride Your Pony, Get Out My Life Woman was issued. With great material provided for the LP, it didn't receive any chart action at all. But Lee's fifth single would not only become his second million seller, but gain him his second international fame with Working in the Coal Mine.
Working in a coal mine, going down, down, down. Working in a coal mine, about to step down.
Issued in August 1966, the song charted number 5 R&B on September 17th and number 8 pop on September 10th. Working in the Coal Mine was Dorsey's second crossover hit since Ya Ya in 1961. Lee's second album on Amy, The New Lee Dorsey, was issued in late 66 and charted number 13 on November 26. The sixth single, Holy Cow,
What you doing, child?
also graced the R&B top 10 at number 10 on December 17th.
What you doing, child?
The Amy imprint issued 7 uncharted singles on Lee Dorsey, 3 on Alan Toussaint's Sansoon label, including a duet with Betty Harris entitled Love Lots of Lovin',
Love lots of loving. Love lots of loving. Go, 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 go.
My Old Car, and Go-Go Girl, both on Amy, were the only charted hits.
Eyes wide open, but you see no one.
In December 1967, Lee Dorsey gave an electrifying performance on the Sam and Dave Show in Offenbach, Germany. Other artists on the bill were Arthur Conley, who had a hit with Sweet Soul Music, Miss Linda Carr, and of course the stars of the show, Sam and Dave. The background musicians featured on all of Lee Dorsey's Amy recordings were the legendary instrumental funk group, The Meters. Alan Toussaint founded his Sansoon Enterprises in 1965 after his leave from the Army, and later recruited Art Neville and the Sounds, later to become The Meters, fronted as the house band for most of all the Toussaint's labels, including Sansoon, Toussaint, Dessous, and Kansu, with featured artists such as Chris Kenner, Betty Harris, and Lee Dorsey during the 1960s soul era. The Meters, of course, were going to have success of their own when they signed with the New York-based label Josie, a subsidiary imprint for Jubilee Records in 1969, and released classic hits including Sissy Strut, Sophisticated Sissy, Look Happy, and the hand-clapping song released in 1970. The Meters became one of the most influential groups, cross-fertilizing their New Orleans syncopated sound influenced by James Brown that paved the way for a new genre of R&B music called funk. Well, as the decade of the 1960s came to an end, Lee Dorsey continued his music association with Alan Toussaint and signed with Polydor Records, a British imprint, and released his classic LP in 1970 called Yes We Can Can.
I know we can make it. I know darn well we can work it out.
Dorsey issued 6 uncharted singles on Polydor from 1970 to 1973, including Acapella, Sneakin' Sally Through the Alley, Freedom for the Stallion, and the title track, Yes We Can Can, which in 3 years became a hit for the Pointer Sisters in 1973.
I know we can make it.
I know that we can.
I know darn well we can work it out.
You know, I just wanted to mention that the R&B group, the Hughes Corporation, in 1973 released the Lee Dorsey song Freedom for the Stallion as their second single on RCA, plus a self-titled LP that later included their masterpiece dance hit of 1974, Rock the Boat.
Rock the boat, don't rock the boat, baby. Rock the boat, don't tip the boat over. Rock the boat, don't rock the boat, baby.
Well, with record sales declining and no promotion, Dorsey departed with Polydor Records and went back to his auto shop business. In 1976, Lee once again reappeared on the music scene on Southside Johnny and the Ashbury Jukes LP entitled I Don't Want to Go Home, featuring a duet with Southside Johnny called How Come You Treat Me So Bad.
How come you treat me so bad? You're the most stubborn woman that I ever had. How come you treat me so bad? Tell me, 'cause I've got to know.
That same year, Dorsey inked a deal with ABC Records and released his final album, Night People, produced with all songs composed by Alan Toussaint. The self-titled Night People, his last charted single, hitting number 93 R&B, and Say It Again were issued from the LP.
Night people, hanging out, looking at each other, waiting for something to happen.
Lee would appear at the New Orleans Jazz Heritage Festival that fall on September 11th on a Saturday of 1976. A live 2-record set of the concert was released. In 1980, Lee opened for the UK punk rock group The Clash on their US tour. A chain smoker, Lee Dorsey was sadly diagnosed with emphysema and died in New Orleans on Tuesday, December 2nd, 1986. Other sources say that the fumes from the auto shop over the years might have worsened his condition. He is buried at Restlawn Memorial Park Cemetery in Louisiana. Lee Dorsey is survived by 11 of his children, or some sources say that the approximate is 32.
Sitting in la waiting for my ya-ya.
Lee Dorsey's musical contribution to the New Orleans soul sound in its infancy not only established a ceiling foundation in the genre of R&B, but empowered a generation of intense listeners throughout the globe. And then some. Let's just be thankful that the music outlives the man. Well, until our inner spirits intertwine musically, I am the Chancellor of Soul. Soul Facts, a show written, created, produced, and copyrighted by the Chancellor of Soul, Mike Boone, and is a non-profit presentation.